Hello and welcome to WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. We're going to talk about the Jasper Public Library in this edition of WJTS in.form. Joining us in the studio is Christine Golden. Christine is the director of the Jasper Public Library, also with the Dubois County Contractual Library. And joining us is the president of the Jasper Public Library, and that is Dean Vonderheide. Welcome to both of you. Good morning. Well, let's start off, Christine, we've had you on before, so I'm going to kind of bypass you for just a second. And Dean, if you could explain the function of the Jasper Public Library Board.
Well, the board oversees the operations of the Jasper Public Library, making sure that it's fiscally responsible, making sure that we are within compliance to regulations from the state. We are highly regulated as a state organization, so as part of that network. The library board also works on policy, our local policy.
It's probably one of those things that is taken for granted by people. I think the whole library system, I think, is taken for granted by people, and we just don't realize what all you offer. And let me say the Jasper Library offers some great things.
It does, and you said it right when you said library system. We are more than just a facility. We are a system of opportunity. It's an educational opportunity. One of the things that we do as a public library is provide people access to information so they can better themselves.
And it's really open for anybody to use.
That's right.
It doesn't matter where you are socioeconomically. It's a great place to go for both pleasure or for business, really.
And you said something there. You're leading right into some things that I like to emphasize is for pleasure, yes, people have always used the library for pleasure and reading and venturing into those adventures in the unknown, you know. But when it comes to other opportunities, business, economic development is an opportunity that as a Jasper Public Library, Dubois County Contractual Library, we become a resource to those businesses locally and can be an economic development stimulus. We can get the resources they need to make decisions, to help them with their planning. It's exciting what we can do.
What is the one thing, when you talk about the library, that you wish people would understand about the library?
And I'll reemphasize, it's a system. It is more than just a facility. It's more than just hardcover books or e-books, or it's everything we offer to the public. And we've already been taxed for this, so it becomes a free program for the citizens of, there's nothing free, we pay it through taxes.
Sure.
But once we've paid that, why not leverage those investments we've made? And we try to make sure that that's being done.
Okay, well, and Christine's been in numerous times to talk about the different things that the library offers. It always amazes me the amount of I guess I'm going to say products that the library offers, opportunities for people to use. The Gale courses, e-books. You can walk in with a Kindle and say, I want to check out this book, and boom, it's on my Kindle. Yeah. And I can do that from home.
Absolutely. You can do it from anywhere.
Okay, well, let's talk about, what are some of the statistics that might amaze people about the Jasper Library?
Every year we're required to fill out our annual statistical report, and then the state does a wonderful job of compiling it all, and then we get to compare. That's always fun to compare what we're doing compared to other libraries our size, other libraries in the area. And one of the really cool things that's going on is, first of all, we always have our circulation. The first 3 months of this year, we've had 93,000 items check out from our library. That's just unbelievable. 93,000 items have went out the door. And you take that times, the whole year, it's amazing. Along with that, we're averaging over 7 visits annually per citizen of our county. Think about it, and the state average is about 3. We're over doubling that. Along with that, we also have the fact that, and this is really important for me moving forward, the fact that we try to make sure to keep our overhead low. We try everything we can as a system to keep our costs low, so that way we turn around and put that money right back in to materials for our patrons. And we're at a state, our average is basically about 23% of our entire budget goes right into the materials, when the state average is about 12%. And so we're talking about, it's amazing what we can do, if we just really try to, watch what we're spending on other areas, and really just, because that's who we want to provide services for, is, the people that are paying for it, the taxpayers. So
well, here's just another way that Dubois County excels compared to the rest of the state.
Yeah.
And Dean, you kind of alluded to the library is also something, the library system in Dubois County and Jasper is a good reason for businesses to locate here because we have a strong library system.
We've got a great resource for businesses. Yes, I'd agree totally with that. And our staff, no matter what location in the county, you know, I'll include Birdseye, Dubois, Ferdinand, those libraries are all going to help any businessman that wants to come in there and talk about, I need this or I need that, can you get it, can you source this for me? And one of the things, your startup business is your investment, you want to keep that low. Well, we've got these resources and they are available to them.
And along with that, I know we were going to talk about it a little bit today, so I'm going to jump right into it
Sure.
if that's okay.
Sure,
The
please.
databases, that's one of our big ones that I don't even think I have listed today to talk about is our Reference USA. It is such a wonderful source, not only for big business, but for small businesses. It has an entire section on getting your startup business going, your small business. Completely free, again, just your library card. Go on our website. We have actually tried to make our website even more user-friendly,
yeah.
basically, you know, where we have put all of our databases right on that front page with big icons. You just click on it, type in your library card number, you're ready to go. The Reference USA just has all kinds of information for those startup businesses. You know, how to get your, you know, filings done, how to basically, you know, do anything when it comes to your business. So.
And getting a library card is really easy.
It is.
What are you walking with? Two kinds of identification?
We need one.
One. Oh, okay.
As long as it's
driver's license.
Yeah,
Okay.
you come in with your driver's license, you're set. I mean, it literally takes less than 5 minutes to get a library card. You can even fill out the application at home. Come in then with your ID, get your card, you're done.
And do you need to do that depending on the city you live in, or can you
No.
say live in Birdseye but get a Jasper Library
No,
card?
and
It's
that's
all
one
the
of those
same.
things we're even trying to look at, you know, where maybe it's a good idea where we could even just get away from, that's one of the big things, get away from individual libraries. I'm trying to get us to, you know, we've worked on all this stuff, you know, we're trying to get us all more as one system. We've got our new logo. We were trying to do everything more collaboratively, and that's something, no, if you have a library card from any of our libraries, it'll work same way. You can check out a book in Birdseye, bring it back to Jasper. No big deal.
Okay.
We'll take care of getting it
Of course, with
back.
the Kindle, you don't need to because it's.
Yeah, it checks in and
yeah.
checks out for you. It goes away
Do it
on its own.
online,
So yeah, absolutely.
Well,
and
that's the part
something.
that really kills me is that you can take your never even leave your house and
right.
just renew your book or get a book right that
Heck,
way.
we have people traveling overseas.
Oh,
Yeah, you
sure,
can still do it when
sure.
you're overseas as long as you've got your library card. I mean, you're in Italy. You want to check out a new ebook for your plane ride home. Go on our website. You're good to go.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how are you working with local organizations?
Well, you know, we're just trying to find any way we can to help out other organizations to get our name out there and to help them. One of the cool things we're doing this summer is we're doing blood drives at the libraries. Our theme this summer is, you know, everyone be a hero. What cooler way is there? We're doing, we're going to have Alzheimer. We've got a staff member over at Ferdinand who's really passionate about the Alzheimer's Association. So we're doing some great programs, you know, to benefit that. So we're just really trying as many ways as possible to really help out our community. Get our name out there too.
Reaching out to some of the local clubs too.
Yeah.
And seeing how we can help them with their programming.
Yeah.
And they probably don't really. I guess the library has always been a part of our lives, so much so when we were young that we don't, as we grow older, realize what the library offers us.
Yeah.
And one thing that another thing, I've had a meeting at the library.
That's right.
Yeah.
You can have meetings at the library.
You know, that's one of the big
Do
things.
you have to be quiet though? Is that
No, we've got
know if that was a rule.
the meeting rooms. Yeah, anything you can imagine. We've had birthday parties, we've had legal depositions. I mean, just anything. And Ferdinand, Dubois, and Jasper all have meeting rooms that are available to rent. For nonprofits, there actually isn't a charge if you're doing it during the day. So that's something really we try to stress. And even if it's for a birthday party, come in and rent it out. Our rates are so reasonable. I mean, I know that's something in this county. We don't really have a lot of those type of places. So think about us when you're having those events.
You talked about baby showers.
Oh
and
my
some
gosh,
of
yeah.
that.
Yeah, it's crazy the things we have going on.
Sometimes if you do want to have a meeting, but you're going to have a small meeting, you don't really know where to go.
Yeah.
That's a perfect place to go.
great
Absolutely, and you can get the information. It's right on the front of our website. If you go to forms, it's right there and it's so easy. You download the form, get in contact with us, and we'll take care of the rest.
What if there is a book that I want that you don't have?
Oh.
Can you? And is that maybe that's not even a right question because no matter what, you've got the book. You can get the book.
And that's one of those things that's funny that you mentioned that, and that's something that I think the staff has even got to the point where somebody comes in and says, "Do you have this book?" We never answer no. No is not the answer because no matter what, we can get that book.
Okay.
Either if it's something new that we can purchase for the patron. If not, we are a part of the interlibrary loan system where we can go out anywhere in the
access
state and get that book. And usually it only takes a week or two because we get deliveries every 2 days a week from the state system. So yeah, we never say no.
Wow, that the library offers so much, and we really appreciate all the work that you do to offer the citizens of this community what the library offers. And I don't know if anybody ever says thanks.
They do,
and thanks for what you do.
And I mean, it's just something that I'm just so passionate about. I'm glad I have 2 library boards that are the same way, just so passionate about giving us the opportunity, and more importantly, giving me the opportunity to try new things. Some of the ideas I'm going to come up with are might sometimes be a little out of the box, but we always want to stay ahead of the learning curve. Basically, we want to look for those trends that are coming up, and what can we do to make sure we're staying at top of our game.
Well, I hope that we can get people to understand the library is not. I don't mean this as an insult, but it's not your grandma's library. The library is a whole different world, and you are right up there with the
Absolutely.
with tech.
But your grandma would be comfortable coming in.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Okay.
That's a good way to say
your
it.
grandma's library, but your grandma would be comfortable coming
Yeah.
in. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, anything else that you'd like to add?
I just, and the more than anything for me, it's just, if you've got ideas, if you've got concerns, you've got really anything you want to talk about, my email address is right on the front of our website. Call me, give me a call on the phone. We'll talk about it. We'll figure out what we can do to meet your needs and meet the needs of our community even better.
And
I think we do a pretty good job. Christine does a great job of looking forward. We're not always looking in the past at what we've done. It's what we can do in the future to help the citizens.
Yeah.
the Jasper Public Library is growing, as is the Dubois County Contractual Library System. The website is
www.jdcpl.us.
jdcpl.us. Okay, if not, just Google it. You'll find it.
Yeah,
That's right.
no problem.
Or call me. I'll be
Yeah.
glad to give it. All right. Thanks to both of you for coming.
Thank you, Bill.
We have had as our guest Dean Vonderheide. He's the president of the Jasper Public Library. And also joining us is Christine Golden. Christine is the director of the Jasper Public Library and the Dubois County Contractual Library. Thanks to both of you for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Read a book or go to the library. Thank you for joining us for Inform. We are WJTS, local people watching local people.